and welcome to Bertena's Spiritual Sanctuary. I'm your host, Bertena, and today we're going to dive into a topic that's close to my heart, the power of journaling. We're going to look at creating a spiritual diary. We're going to look at it as a transformative tool for you in your spiritual growth and self-discovery. Whether you're new to journaling or looking to deepen your practice, this episode is for you. So grab a cup of tea, find a cozy spot, grab your journal, and let's begin. So we need to start off first talking about what is journaling. At its core, journaling is the act of recording your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, your reflections. It can be as simple as jotting down daily events or as deep as exploring your innermost beliefs, your spiritual insights, questions that you may have, things that you're researching. A spiritual diary just takes your practice further, focusing on your journey of self-discovery. It helps you connect to the divine, and it helps with personal growth. Now, journaling isn't just about putting your pen to paper. It's about creating a sacred space where your thoughts, emotions, and spiritual experiences can unfold. It's a dialogue with your inner self and with the universe. It helps you to make sense of your journey that you're on. It helps you honor your feelings, and it helps you to deepen your connection to your spirit guides and your spiritual path. But this is the thing. Many times we get caught up in, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to say, and that's okay. Because all you have to do is just kind of sit down and just begin writing about what it is that's on your mind. And it really matters. It can transform your life. Life sometimes can be overwhelming. And we have so many thoughts that go back and forth in our mind. And journaling is just a way to slow those thoughts down and sort through all the noise. By writing down your thoughts, you create space to understand what's truly important. For instance, imagine that you're feeling stuck about a decision. Writing down about your options, your fears, your hopes for the outcome can really bring a lot of clarity. As you pour through your thoughts onto the page, patterns begin to emerge. Solutions become clear, and it's like having a conversation with a wise friend, only that friend is you. It's also good for emotional healing. Journaling provides a really safe, judgment-free space to express your emotions. You might not feel comfortable sharing elsewhere, like happiness, frustration, sadness, anger, resentment, feelings that you wouldn't express necessarily to anyone else because you might not feel like they're appropriate or that someone would judge you. But if you put those feelings into words, it kind of helps release their grip on you. They let go of the power that they have over you. The emotions release. So, for example, think about you have been carrying this weight of an old grudge, or maybe even a heartache with a loved one, or a significant other. Writing about it can help you process, can help you release it. It helps you look at really what happened. It lets you think about how you feel. It allows you to say how you feel on paper and be vulnerable or be mad or be angry or anything else. But most importantly, it helps you move forward. Many times I find that when people tend to write letters to their inner child or write letters goodbye to significant others that have betrayed them, hurt them, or whatever, they notice that it really does lighten their emotional load. It offers a sense of freedom, a sense of peace, and they can move on. The whole point about letting go of emotions, emotional healing, isn't forgiveness for the other person because it helps them, but all of the emotional healing helps you. It helps you better your life. It helps you to move forward. It's also a good way to track progress. Kind of writing down and looking back about how far you've come. The spiritual diary can capture your journey, capture moments of growth, lessons learned, milestones achieved, and it can really help you with building your self confidence. So just think about this. You are wanting to learn how to read cards. In the beginning, when you're writing stuff, you may go, okay, I'm not really sure. I don't really know if this is what that means. I don't know if this is what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling. But you write it down. And as you continue to journal, you'll start to notice that there'll be times when you have been like, hey, I know what this card means. And this card to me feels like such and such. It also helps you with confidence outside of the spiritual world, or this could still be a spiritual connection when you spoke up or took a risk or celebrated yourself. Because a lot of times when we're on the spiritual path, we begin to doubt things. We begin to feel like other people don't understand what we're doing. We don't know what to say to other people. We make excuses. We apologize. And if you write in here what it is that you're thinking, put your thoughts together, and then maybe have like a little, I don't want to say comeback, but a response, then you'll notice that it becomes part of your conversation. And then you'll begin to notice that it becomes part of you. And then you become empowered, and it reminds you of your strength, your resilience, and why you are doing what you're doing. And along with the intuition that we were speaking about a few moments ago, this can also be used to list synchronicities that you see in the universe, trusting your inner voice and allowing it to really talk to you instead of getting drowned out by daily distractions. You might journal about a reoccurring dream or a series of coincidences that feel significant. But over time, you're going to begin to see the connections and understand the messages being sent your way. Journaling really does help sharpen your awareness. It allows you to trust your gut feelings and follow your soul's guidance with a lot of confidence. So I want to give you a practical example. I want to make this a little bit more obtainable. Imagine ending your day with just 5 or 10 minutes of journaling. You sit in a quiet place, you light a candle, and you ask yourself one simple question. What did I learn about myself today? Now, I say that's a simple question, but in reality, that's a hard question. You can easily answer, what did I learn about my coworker, my significant other, my child, because objectively we look at them and we give them praise and we give them direction and we really focus on them. But we feel very awkward looking at ourselves. But the thing is, though, if you just start writing, you'll notice that you've kind of captured a moment of gratitude throughout the day. Maybe during this writing, you release some frustration or guilt. And then maybe you'll note that you have a divinely inspired idea. That's it. There's no fancy technique. There's no elaborate rituals. Everyone who knows me knows that I tell you to keep it simple. Over time, the small daily habit becomes a cornerstone of your spiritual practice. It helps you live with more clarity, more intention, and more peace. And the journaling doesn't have to be perfect or time consuming. It's a deeply personal practice. It adapts to your needs and it grows with you. Now, whether you're scribbling in a notebook or typing on your phone or on a laptop or a tablet, the power lies in showing up for yourself and letting your truth flow onto the page. Now, how do you start this spiritual diary? It's simple. It doesn't require fancy tools, as I said before. It doesn't require a setup. I'm sitting on my couch. It's my intention. It's my willingness to actually engage with the practice and actually do it. So one of the first things is, before you begin, just take a moment to reflect on why you want to keep a spiritual diary. What do you want to gain or achieve? Your intentions will act as a guiding light for your journal practice, and it helps you stay focused. It helps you stay purposeful. So here are some intentions that I wrote down just a few moments ago. You may want to track your spiritual practices, just documenting meditation sessions, affirmations, rituals, maybe how long you're doing them, what they are, what day, time of day, maybe even just doing a planner and writing it into time. You'll notice that as you do that, the messages through your meditation will come through a lot faster and a lot more powerful. The affirmations will really take hold in your soul, and the rituals will just become part of who you are. You can explore your dreams. Recording and analyzing your dreams for hidden messages or themes are very, very important. Sometimes dreams are reoccurring dreams, and that just means that there's something in it that is really important for you to know. Those dreams may be the same thing over and over, or it may be something different or a continuation, but it's important to look at it. This is another way, as you all know, that I constantly tell you that it's a way to communicate with spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. It really does help deepen your spiritual connection to your beings. My favorite way, just because I am a lot of a type A personality, is manifesting and goal setting. I write down my intentions. I track my progress, what it is I want to do. I take a planner and do this, and then in the lines below or on the side, I write how I feel. Sometimes I'm just like, well, I just screwed that up. Or, well, that was easier than what I thought. So, yeah, it's different ways. You can use journals to process emotions and past experiences and personal challenges. The whole point is it's your diary. Just take a moment to write your intention on that first page to remind you of what you're writing about, and then just let it go. Now, while a notebook or an app is just fine, selecting tools that you connect with can make the practice a little bit more meaningful, a little bit more enjoyable, and it will also allow you to keep it simple. You can have a special notebook. Just choose one that feels personal and sacred. It could be a leather-bound journal. It could be a notebook with an inspiring cover. It can just be a notebook like you had in high school. You can use pens or markers in different colors to add vibrancy and expression to your entries. For example, you might use one color for daily gratitude and another for reflection or insights. I tend to use pink and purple. You can use decorative elements like stickers and tape and pressed flowers and meaningful symbols. The creative touch can make your diary feel like a sacred object. And you can also use digital journals. If you prefer typing, apps like Evernote, OneNote, journaling specific apps like Journey can be great alternatives. They're especially useful for adding photos, voice notes, and links to resources. There is no wrong or right way, and one isn't better or worse than the other. They are all whatever relates to you, whatever you can get to easiest and the fastest, and will keep you from putting it off. Another thing is to create a sacred space. It's just simply an environment in which you journal. It plays an important role in setting the tone for your practice. Creating a peaceful, distraction-free space can enhance your experience. Where kids aren't here, there's no TV, maybe turn on some music, find somewhere that's comfortable. Choose a spot that you feel relaxed. It could be a corner of your home, a chair, it can be outdoors. It doesn't have to be a fancy, expensive little meditation room. Just something simple. Light a candle, light some incense. And sometimes the warm glow of a candle can really be soothing. And it just helps you relax and just let go of the whole day. If you're beginning your day by journaling, it can be a guide or a beacon into what you want to do. You can play soft music, gentle music, instrumental music, nature sounds. All of that can help calm your atmosphere, calm your area. And then if you really like objects like crystals or like I love spheres. I have pink sphere, red, blue, and I just grab which one I feel like at the time and just hold it. You may include items like a small statue, a feather, a trinket that you may hold in one hand and just kind of rub and hold on to. This is just something that helps you connect to what it is your purpose or your intention is. Even small rituals like saying a short prayer or taking a few deep breaths before journaling helps you transition into a mindful state. But the important thing is to develop a routine. Consistency is key to making journaling a transformative practice. Decide when and how often you want to journal and stick with it. Start really small. Begin with just like 5 or 10 minutes a day, a couple times a week. Over time, you'll find yourself naturally wanting to write more. Pick a time that aligns with your schedule and also your energy levels. I'm more energetic in the morning, and it just kind of helps me set the intentions for the day. While in the evening, if I'm journaling, it's good for reflection and letting me know what I did or didn't do. But the thing is, though, make it non negotiable. Treat your journaling time as sacred, important, and it's an appointment. Just like your doctor's appointment, it's an appointment with your soul. If you miss a day, don't stress. Your spiritual diary is meant to support you, not add pressure. And that's the big thing. Just pick up where you left off. Don't stress yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Grab it, keep it in your purse, keep it in your bag, keep it in your car, and just grab it. That's it. Open it up, write the date at the top of the page. Reflect on your intentions, like what am I feeling right now? What did I learn about myself today? Were there any signs, synchronicities, numbers? Did I see ravens? I kept having really, really, really weird dreams of people who are no longer here. And they would turn around and look at me and say hello. And that would be it. It was just really, really unusual. So we'll see. This was last night and today. So that's one of the things I wrote down. And I wrote down who was there. And we'll see over the next few days, weeks, or months how that plays out. But I just spent like 5 minutes writing down freely what I felt, the sadness and the fear and the stress and the reality. And I just continue to write it. And then when I finished, I was just like, well, thank you. Thank the universe. I thank my ancestors for coming to visit me, my guides to help me, and the fact that I could actually remember my dreams. So again, you can do daily gratitudes. Like start your day just by saying 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude is such a powerful practice because it shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It shifts your vibration. If you're always down, that's what you're going to bring to you, and it helps attract a lot of positive energy. So you may say things like, "I'm grateful for the kindness of the person who smiled at me today," or "I'm grateful for the sunset that reminded me of life's beauty." I'm grateful for this time that I'm spending journaling, that I actually have time to sit down and journal. Things just as simple as that. And then just expand on a little bit more of why you're grateful for each of them. As I said before, dream journaling is good. Meditation reflections. What images, what colors did you see? Did you connect to a particular energy or presence? What message or emotion stood out to you? Even if your meditation feels uneventful, write about the stillness or the thoughts that arose, because many times we feel like, oh, I didn't get anything. But you got peace for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. And that's a lot, because sometimes you need the peace to be able to quiet your mind and to listen to your soul, your spirit, your guides, whatever. One of the things I'm wanting to do in 2025 is to focus more on moon phases and rituals. I tend to always go, oh, the moon tends to react opposite with me. And then people will ask me and I don't remember. So if I write down maybe with the new moon what I want to manifest and then just look and see how I react, how I feel, my emotions. It might be able to answer that. A full moon, what have you accomplished? What do you want to release? And I know a lot of people go, well, I can't sleep during the full moon. I can actually sleep better. Um, just track these down, and having these in a journal to go back and look at is really helpful. One of the things that I don't do and I need to do, I do a daily pull. Sam and I will do one for a week, like we'll do a weekend pull where we'll pull Saturday and Sunday, one for him, one for me. We'll do a week, but I never write them down, but they are on my altar. They are there for me to see every time I walk by. And it's a good time for self-reflection. I just stand there and go, oh, okay. So for today, I got the Hermit. So the Hermit tells me that it's time for self-reflection, to go inward. I need to focus on being present today. I need to trust my inner voice. And then over time, as you get used to writing these down, you can revisit those entries and see how the card's messages kind of came about in your life. So you can always go back at the end of the day and said, yep, the Hermit came today. It really did help me, because that way I listened to my inner voice when I was wanting to react one way and I decided not to. As I always talk with everyone on my third Thursday night class, channeling spirit guide messages. The first of the month, I help take you all through a free guided meditation on Zoom. And as we go through, I try to help you receive messages, impressions, downloads, anything like that. But you can do it your own self. You can say something like, okay, I want to meditate and I want to focus on my guides. During today's meditation, I felt a warm presence. I heard the word trust. And I think it's a message from my spirit guides, reminding me to be patient, trust myself. So, automatic writing with that is also another powerful tool. So, just kind of let your pen flow without overthinking and see what happens. Journaling is also really good with shadow work. Um, What fear is holding me back? Where does it come from? What limiting belief am I ready to challenge? How can I slow compassion? How can I show compassion to my inner child today? You can create vision boards, manifesting goals. All of this is really, really important. The big thing is to write freely, to be honest. Writing honestly helps you process the emotions. It helps you identify the patterns in your thoughts. And it also is kind of liberating to acknowledge your truth about fear of judgment. Why do I have a fear of people judging me? Why can I not say that so and so has made me upset? Why can I not feel vulnerable when I'm facing certain truths? And if I can do this on this paper, it's a step towards being able to do it in real life. One of the things that I do suggest for people to do, because a lot of times people go, oh, I can't write, is to incorporate art. Sketch or doodle, use collages, use your journal like a scrapbook. You can do mind maps where you map out your ideas, your emotions, your spiritual concepts. You can use color codes for different things. But art in your journal is a wonderful way to kind of deepen the self-expression if you are an artistic person. I'm having a hard time. I apologize. So basically, experiment with different styles. Try bullet journaling, art journaling, um, creating lists like lessons I've learned, what have I got done today, signs I've seen, write a letter to your future self, to your child. The big thing is make it personal. Your spiritual diary's for you. It's uniquely yours, and by including maybe quotes that you read in a book. Well, a book journal, a book diary is really good. What book are you reading and what did you learn from the book? That would be really helpful. And then when you go back and want to look in for certain books for certain direction, it's there. You can put down prayers, mantras that inspire you that you've seen throughout the day. But the thing is, though, try different things here. Explore any of the topics that I mentioned above, anything that comes to mind. Remember, there is no wrong or right way. Okay? If you decide to take some of these tips and do them, you're going to create a really rich and rewarding journaling practice. It will help you deepen your spiritual connection. It will help you navigate life with greater clarity. It will help you with creativity. It will help you self-awareness, confidence. It's going to be a safe haven for you to be able to explore, express, and evolve. The thing is, we have to do it. And it just takes a few minutes to get in a habit. Go to the Dollar Tree, buy a couple little journals, little notebooks, and just start. Journaling is a powerful tool for connecting for your higher self and aligning with your spiritual path. And in closing, a spiritual diary can become a sacred space where your soul's whispers are heard, your personal growth is documented for you. I want to thank you for joining me today on Bertena's Spiritual Sanctuary, and I hope this episode inspires you to pick up a pen and start your spiritual diary. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, share it with anyone, make some comments. Help me very much, because this is one of my goals and that I have a planner for, is trying to get this podcast up and going. I want to do it, publish it at least once a week. And I want it to be something that people can go back to and it be how to. I'm a teacher at heart. And I feel like I do better teaching than really speaking about emotions as much. This helps you find your emotions. Because sometimes when people talk about emotions and you're not connected to that emotion, it disconnects you. I want to be that friend that each week you go, hey, she's got some advice for me. She's got some cool activities for me to do. I want to go and listen to her. So just please subscribe and help me get boosted a little bit. But until next time, allow your words to be the bridge to your soul and your journaling a pathway to peace. Good night.